Alright guys, what do you say we have a look at the Panasonic HC V770. This is a full HD camera. It's not 4K, it's just 1080p, but you can shoot in 60 frames per second. It's a 12.1 megapixel and Wi-Fi and all that jazz. Let's see if we can't get into it and see what all that means. Alright, so what do you say we unbox this here? There's a manual. We have camera. Kind of unimpressed by the packaging material, that's for sure. Let's get all this stuff out of here. Let's get right to it. I don't know what that is. Oh, for our wall wart. It looks like a hot shoe, which is good because I have a microphone that will mount to that hot shoe, which is actually quite nice. And what do we got here? Looks like we have power adapter, DC, battery. So find out what this is. This is, it looks like HDMI. This battery here. And what do we have here? Let's get right into it. USB transfer cable, I'm guessing. So yeah, I'm not much of a camera expert, so this is going to be more of a show and tell, hands-on, because I don't know camera lingo. I need a camera for creating content, and this is what I came up with. I guess Panasonic calls this a prosumer model. And it's got a nice look to it, okay? Nice hefty feel. A lot of manual features too, if you're into that. You know, here's a focus wheel, which is we're getting all that. And also, this can actually be used, this light here. So if you don't have a camera light, like an LED, this you can actually use that. And so I don't know how good that is, but hey, we'll find out. Let's get the battery popped in here. See what kind of juice is in it. I think this should be power here. Power indeed. And there we are. Set home region. Yes. No, we're not in New York or Miami. We are... No, we're not there either. I'm not in Caracas, am I? Alright, Chicago. Daylight savings, yes. Enter. Take it easy. What time is it, guys? You know? I think, what is the date today? Well, we know. I think we know it's 2020. Well, it's not January. I should have went the other way. I think we're closer to the end of the month. I'll take a stab at it and say it's the 19th, I guess. I don't know. Alright, so anyway. Is that really that important? No, I don't think so. Alright, so now we have to put on an SD card in here. Oh, and we need to charge the battery. So we'll charge that battery and we'll get back to it. What do you say we go through some of the menu features on here? I'm going to try to do this with my camera in the way here. So you have this auto intelligence here. Let's see what that does. You click on it. So if you shoot in HDR, a lot of the camera's features are not going to be available to you. Go back here. Let's have a look at the menu. You got to hit the double arrows, and your menu will come up. You get your record setup, your picture setup, and your setup. Let's go to setup first. You got your display, so that just you set how long it's going to be on. If it's not in use, 5 seconds, it'll shut itself down. Clock set world time. Blink clock to daylight savings. That's all been done. Scroll down. Date, time, date format. Zoom, record display, OIS, lock display, external display. That is, if you're coming out of the HDMI into an external display, you can actually use, it'll actually transfer the video to that while you're recording. The economy battery, I'm not exactly sure what that does, but I'm sure it's some sort of a battery saver, so I'm not exactly sure how it affects performance or how quick it shuts down. I don't know. I haven't got that far and probably won't. Alert sound, that's just a sound you just heard when I tap the menu screen there. This is just operate. This is all pretty basic. Power LCD set. HDMI resolution, it's on auto, but we can click that real quick. So you see 1080i, 1080p, 480p, and auto. Well, we're shooting in 1080p. We know that because that's where I set it. Viera link on. That's something for Panasonic. Not exactly sure what that is. Don't know if I'm going to get into it. Aspect ratio 16:9. And initial setup, which I've already done. And Wi-Fi settings we'll get into. And format media, this if you have a card in here, you can just format it. And if you want to get rid of all your information right away, do so. Media status, what is that? Well, it looks like, this is how much space we have left on our card. As you see, we have, I have a 32 gig card in here, so it's empty, got nothing on here. Firmware, version info, I'm not exactly sure if this is up to date, because it just came out of the box. I hit firmware upgrade and it said check card. Okay, do it again. Yeah, there's nothing on the card. I guess you have to download it and put it on your SD card. There's that. So yeah, let's get out of here. Well, I got this all set up already. Yeah, get out. Picture setup. Picture size, I got it maxed. Why wouldn't I? Record setup. AVCHD is what I'm going to be recording in. So let's see what other options you have. MP4, AVCHD. Record mode. It's set at 1080p, 60p. That's where I'll leave it. And what else do we have here? Let's see. 1080p HD. Guess I'll have to refer to my manual to find out what that is, because I'm not sure. So I can't say this is pretty self-explanatory, but you do want that. This is a nice feature. We'll go through that too real quick. Guidelines, level gauge. I turned the level gauge off. I had it, so it's a gauge. Here, I'll show you real quick. Level gauge on. Okay, let's get out of here real quick. We'll just remember where we were at. So now there's your level gauge. If you tilt the camera, you can see it tells you that you're not level. Almost like a pilot. So yeah, let's go back. Go back to record setup. Turn that level gauge off. I don't need it. At least not at this time. Shooting guide. Oh, well, that actually, that's happened to me already. I believe that's the one that tells me if I'm panning too fast. It says you're panning too fast. It just kind of yells at you, which is fine. And wide conversion lens set. Don't know what that is, but I guess we'll leave it on. I mean, I guess I get it. 5.1. Oh, you get 2-channel stereo or 5.1 channel stereo. I'll leave it set. Mic setup is surround, I guess. Mic level auto. Fine. It's been working so fine. So far, so fine. You know what I mean. All right. That's it. Go back. And now we're back on our main screen. You'll see an audio. Set up audio VU meters here. That's your 5.1 channel. So there would be your front left, your center, your front right, your rear left, and your rear right. And your 0.1 is just, your woofer if you're running this back through your television. So we have it set right out of the box. It comes like that. I haven't done anything else. HDR, I understand from a quick read through the manual that a lot of features will not be available when you're shooting in HDR mode. So I don't know if I'm going to be shooting in HDR mode. So I'm going to go back here. Click on that. Go back there. So that's a menu setup. And in there, we'll do some Wi-Fi too. All right, let's look at the Wi-Fi. There, you see a little Wi-Fi guy right there? Right there. This is starting Wi-Fi. Okay, now, you see this? It says connect wireless sub camera. That would be my phone or a tablet or a smart device or anything that this thing will connect to Wi-Fi. So let's do that. And which one was it that we wanted to do? Is when we connect the sub camera, see the smartphone here? That's the phone that I'm shooting on right now. It's going to appear as a picture-in-picture. Okay, I got it connected. So I got a little picture-in-picture action happening. This image here is my cell phone. Let me see if I can turn this around. So this is one of the features that the Wi-Fi can do for you. But it also can be set up as a house cam. So if you have this thing plugged in and leave it on, you can actually remotely access it from anywhere on your phone to check whatever, wherever you have it pointed, like a surveillance camera. So I think that's kind of neat. It's a feature nonetheless. So yeah, there you are. Let's see if we can move this around. Maybe something more pleasant to look at, I think. Some Hot Wheels. Go this way with these Hot Wheels. So yeah, we know that works now. So hey, not bad. Not bad at all. Cool. Here is a shot of the Panasonic image application that you download on your smart device when you want to start using the Wi-Fi settings. The Wi-Fi settings can be a picture-in-picture, which means you can actually be using your smartphone filming something, and as long as it's connected to your Panasonic V770, you'll get a picture-in-picture on the V770's screen. Also, you can actually use it for home monitoring, which means you can set up your Panasonic V770 as a surveillance camera where you can actually view from wherever you're at on your smart device. Now, what do you say we do an audio check between the internal microphone or an external microphone, and you be the judge. All right, this is a microphone check of the internal microphone on the Panasonic V770. And this is an audio check using an external microphone, the VXR1 Movo. So you heard the audio test, and I personally think that using an external microphone is more beneficiary of cutting out a lot of the background noise. And the particular Movo mic that I'm using seems to have a lower, I should say a fuller delivery and a lot less background hiss. That's just me, maybe, you know. Again, coming to sight and sound, that's always subjective. So, you know, try it out for yourself. Now we're outside. What we're going to do is we're going to do some zoom tests. And see how this thing is in the light, sunlight. And then we're going to take it back down into a dark basement and see how it transitions between the outside and the inside light. Especially in a basement, where I usually do all of my projects. So that was a zoom test, only using the 20x optical zoom. I never use a digital zoom because, well, it just doesn't look good, but your mileage may vary. Yeah. do a transition test between outside and inside. So I'm outside, of course, as you can see. Skies are blue. It's kind of nice. And now we're going to go into the house, into my basement, as I blow the hair out of my face. So it handles light very well, I should say. I'm not disappointed in that. Up next is a little slideshow of some photos I took with this. Some Hot Wheels just in a little stationary position, and a few outside in variable zoom. All settings were automatic. Nothing was done manual. So let's have a look. So in a quick wrap up, I don't know if this review is helpful or not. I mean, I'm not a camera guy. All I do is I look at the features, the basic features that I'm going to be using, and I try to demonstrate some of the tested, well, the footage and the audio sounds, the audio quality that it's going to be producing for, you know, the end user, which is you, the buyer. And I could just say it feels well. It feels well built. And yeah, no, I don't think this is going to be a disappointment to me. Again, I'll always shoot it in automatic, forego any of the manual settings because I'm not that guy. Just not that guy. But I will tell you that I will be shooting this with an external microphone all the time. Anyway, real quick, the hot shoe. The hot shoe here. It just stabs right in the back here. Looks like that. So you can mount your LED light, a monitor. I don't know about all that. The monitor's kind of heavy. Or your microphone. And then to release that, just pull down on this. Just slide it out. And there you are. And no, it didn't come with any straps or anything like that. So, like I say, you know, nice substantial build quality. Really nice. And I did view some of the footage from it, and you know what? I was very impressed. For a camera that's not 4K, this full HD is pretty phenomenal. So yeah, do I recommend it? Absolutely. That's the HC V770 from my look at it. Howlin' Wolf out.